Baby, I'm so sorry it had to happen on your big night.
That's okay. I'll just hold a press conference, hire some clowns to entertain, tell them I'm changing the restaurant into a library.
It wasn't your fault, you know?
I know. Do you think we should postpone the wedding?
No. What does one have to do with the other?
I don't know. The world just looks like a scary cartoon after 3.5 hours sleep. Can you make me some coffee?
Coming right up, baby. Coming right up.
Cruz.
Yeah.
Pants.
Oh, yeah. Coming! Just a second. Keep your pants on. Joke.
Cruz, I have been thinking I don't buy this bit. You know that theory someone came up with last night about someone trying to cash in on the Carnation Killer thing? Number one, why now? I mean, it's been months since any publicity. Number two, good morning.
Hi.
Like I was saying, I feel like a complete idiot, and I'm going to go home and have a big blush, and I'll talk to you later.
No, Nish, I want to hear this. Don't worry about Eden. She's not shy.
I, for one, am too tired to blush.
Besides, your instinct about somebody being after Kelly has been right from the start.
Even though you thought I was crazy.
I didn't think that. But you have been known in the past to be, shall we say, somewhat excitable.
Right. How like I dive under the nearest bed when I hear a loud noise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And, you know, that's not supposed to be like you.
What?
Well, after Nam and Cambodia, after you dropped out, so to speak, you said you only wanted to take pictures of living rooms, period.
I do.
Well, then what are you doing so mixed up in this thing with Kelly?
Wrong time, wrong place, I guess.
Too comfortable. Come back for your toothbrush.
What are you doing here?
How do you like your eggs?
You have a key, and I want it back.
That's right. Oh, I ate the last of the eggs when I was waiting up for you. Where's the coffee?
I want that key in my hand and you out that door. Aren't you even a little bit ashamed of yourself? Your sister was almost killed last night, and you're over here.
What was I supposed to do about it? They hovered her around her like Secret Service men, whisked her off to the elevator. Dad wouldn't even let me near her.
Is it true what Cruz said? You knew the woman that was following her?
Yeah, she came to Kelly's apartment once when I was staying there. I didn't know what she was up to. What about you? Aren't you embarrassed? It's going on 9 o'clock.
For your information, I have been at your father's house all evening helping him and my mother get rid of the police and the reporters and trying to calm Kelly down. Now, she has just gone to bed, and that is exactly where I am going. Now, I want you out of here, and you can take that damn key with you, because I really don't care. I'll have the locks changed.
Now, Santana, I promised you a private screening. Unlike my illustrious brother, I like to keep a certain percentage of my promises.
Is this videotape supposed to show me something earth-shattering and terrible about Channing?
No, I wouldn't call it earth-shaking. Woman of the world like you, what could possibly lower him in your estimation?
Nothing. He loved me, and I loved him, and that is the only thing that mattered. That's also the thing that you can't bear, and the one thing that you cannot change.
Fine. Then humor me. Have a seat. It's time for the Mason Capwell Showcase, starring Channing Capwell, Jr.
Don't be frightened. I'm here.
It's all right. Angela, who was she?
Kelly, I know this kind of sleep. You have to tell yourself what you saw in your dream is over and done with.
Why did she want me dead?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
there tomorrow, it could be somebody else. It could be anyone.
Nicholas Hartley, local photographer, gave chase and followed the still unidentified woman.
Still unidentified. That's something, anyway.
To the roof where... Hartley. It's just one more name to remember.
You just face it, Parker. Nothing is working. That woman had 2 weeks to take care of the Capwell girl, and now she...
Look, you are a cool, unflappable genius of strategy, and it's time you started to remember that, Mr. J. Stanfield Lee.
It's my face that's out there, or will be. Everybody's going to be seeing me.
Look, Kelly Capwell already has, remember? She saw us both the day she brought the parcel.
She's going to remember it now. The police are going to have her thinking back on every little... Wait a minute, she knows where this house is. She could lead them right to us.
What, you think I never thought of that? Look, my biggest problem right now is you.
Me? Why?
Yeah, what are we going to do with you? You can't be seen. You're still supposed to be in Europe.
Well, I don't know. I could,
Yes? Yeah, there's one possibility. Now, I placed an early call to an old friend of mine. It should be... Won't get the full effect unless you're looking at the picture. Say you knew him. What are you so afraid of?
Do you really think that if you slander Channing enough, that I'm gonna forget about all the things that we had together and fall into your arms?
Oh, I wouldn't call it slander. It's nothing so terrible. You might even shrug. Just say, so what?
I doubt you'd be relishing in it so much if you thought that.
Point is, it's the truth.
Why me, Mason? You're supposed to care about me. At least that's what you say. If you want to hurt somebody, why don't you pack up your little show and take it over to Cece's house? He's the one you're supposed to despise.
I was going to show it to him at first.
Why didn't you?
I'm not sure. I was afraid, I think. Afraid for him. See, after the tunnel explosion, so many people nearly died. I got a chance to see him the way he himself must have seen himself a long time ago. Brave, heroic, selfless, the way he came to see Channing. The way he still sees Channing. I know that my father learned something about himself during the war. Something that he hated learning. There was fear, weakness, worst of all, that he could let others die for him. Came home. Decorations for valor, hurrahs from the hoi polloi, a business that was suddenly booming because patriots all over California, all over the country, suddenly wanted to do business with C.C. Capwell. When he knew all along that he had only survived at the cost. Well, I don't pass any judgment on him. I do know finally what it was that destroyed him from the inside. He felt that he was an imposter.
I almost believe you love him.
I think what Dad saw in Channing was a chance to give the world the Capwell that he himself was supposed to have been. If he couldn't be a hero, then maybe he could make one. Well, Lord knows that he tried. He thinks he succeeded, even to this day. Channing, well, he gave up everything. You, his baby, trying to be that shining star that Dad had tried to be and failed. In the end, it destroyed him too, like father, like son. Now, I couldn't show it to Dad, but I'm reserving the right to change my mind. I may know what made the monster, but I don't have to love it. I suppose you could stop me too, if you wanted to. I still care enough not to want. But you've continually belittled my feelings, Santana. Time and again, you've held me up to Channing and found me lacking. Even think that I killed your golden boy in a fit of envy. You may say you love him. I don't even think you know who he was.
Hello, Dad. I can imagine you're surprised to see me here on this tape.
Papa, je sais que tu t'es...
Worrying about me, but don't, okay? Nothing's gonna happen like it did before.
But
I know. I just know, okay? What do you want to ask me?
Well, I need to know about the time you saw that woman in the park, the time you were looking for Brandon.
Only thing she said to me was that she was going for a long walk. Now, I didn't have any reason not to believe her.
What was her name?
Carla. Carla was her name.
Another one for the list.
And she said that she had seen Brandon playing on an old train car and that she would take me to him. And what she was probably trying to do was get me alone so nobody would hear us. But Cruz, if she had a gun, I sure didn't see it.
She did. It was in that blow-up that somebody stole from my studio.
And that was the only time you ever saw her before last night?
Yeah.
You mean as far as you can remember?
Exactly. Now we're talking about a professional killer here.
Oh, Cruz, I don't think we need to frighten her.
No, I'm not trying to do that, Mr. C, but between that day in the park and last night, well, I would doubt that the woman was on vacation.
Maybe even before then.
Yeah, but I haven't even been here. I've been away.
But Kelly, after you came back, and I know you didn't see her, did anything happen that seemed unusual or odd?
No. Wait a second. When I got home, I found a package in my suitcase that I had never even seen before.
What was in it?
That seemed kind of odd. I didn't look in it. There was a name and address on it. Parker somebody. There's something Parker. I don't remember. I just took it there and dropped it off.
Do you remember the address?
Not the number. Tolis. It was on Tolis, and I think I could find it again. And when I got there, this strange man answered the door. Parker Simonson, now I remember the name. But I'm not sure that was him who answered the door. Anyway, whoever it was, he mistook me for a messenger, I guess, because he was talking about paying me for the delivery. And then this other guy came in, looking for cigarettes. He dropped them on the table. I picked them up and handed them to him. He was tall and handsome. He had blue eyes, a mustache, looked kind of like a TV anchorman or a politician type. That's all. I didn't wait around very long. I felt kind of embarrassed, and I thought, well, it's too much trouble to explain to these people, so I just left.
I think we should get ourselves over to that house.
Hey, I'm the cop. I'll go, all right?
Well, Cruz, Nick was involved. Shouldn't he go with us?
Oh, no, wait a minute, honey. You're not going to go anywhere.
Daddy, how are they going to find it without me?
Look, I've got a double guard around this estate now. If you leave, it's not going to do
See,
anything.
I won't leave her side, and I'll make sure a black and white is tailing us the whole way.
Daddy, there's no other way.
Cece, if they don't act right away and try to catch the people who are trying to hurt Kelly, they may not have a second chance.
I go with you, Kelly, but I have to be at this press conference.
Yeah, I know. And you've got a fit for your gown, don't you?
I forgot.
Some bride you are.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll do in a pinch. You ready?
Yeah.
I'll bring her right back.
You be careful, Cruz.
All right.
Well, Gina is certainly sleeping in late. I think I'll see if she's up yet. Excuse me.
I think I better go too, honey.
Oh, okay, I'll see you.
This is awfully hard for you, coming right before your wedding. I'm so sorry. By all rights, you should be floating on air.
Yeah, well, something tells me, I don't know, there might not even be a wedding.
Eden Capwell, what do you mean there's not going to be a wedding? What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just afraid.
I remember when I was acting, or trying to act, and I would go on auditions, and I would know. I would absolutely know I was never going to get the part. No matter what part it was, I wasn't going to get it. And then I get the part. And then, before I went to the studio to shoot the film, I thought, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get a fatal disease. All my hair is going to fall out. I'm going to get in an accident on the way to the studio. Well, of course, that didn't happen. And then after the picture was made, I thought, nobody is even going to notice me in this thing. And then when I did, I got really depressed because I thought they're going to get so sick of looking at me, I am never going to get another job. Sometimes it's really hard to believe that good things are going to happen to you. But you better start believing it. Because it's going to happen.
Mama, you know, I never really thought about marriage. I never really thought I was the type. But when I thought about it, you were always there. And I'm really glad that you're going to be here now.
So am I. Oh, so am I. And I thought about it a lot, too. And I thought about all the ceremonies that I missed when you were growing up. I'm so proud of you.
For what?
For falling in love.
Oh, that doesn't take any special talent.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
A series of pictures that I think you'll find interesting. They feature Channing and a friend of his, and I think they'll give you a whole new perspective.
Who?
Watch and find out. You can find out as much or as little as you need to know. Just turn it back on.
Is this... Are those pictures...
What, a skin flick? My own brother? No, Santana.
Oh, I don't think you're above it. Do you think I'm stupid? Is that why you liked me? Oh, poor little innocent Santana. Perfect woman for you. Someone you could pull the wool over their eyes, the way you thought Channing did. You would have to be blind not to see how unhappy and twisted you are. Because you don't care about yourself enough to have someone else care about you.
Sometimes self-inflicted wounds take the longest to heal.
I knew he wasn't perfect. His ambitions were just overwhelming, but we were young. And I learned, and I knew he would, too. Oh. And I knew that he was seeing me with a little triumph. A way of rebelling against Cece.
Some rebellion. In secret, in the dark, so no one knew.
Was all he could do. Why didn't you ever suspect me, Mason? I wasn't above ambitions. The billionaire's son, the maid's daughter.
Because you could have had me if you just wanted the money. But you didn't. You loved him so much that you wanted everybody else to love him too. And you hated me because you knew I didn't, and that I never would. Don't you get tired of living in a world full of men who can never be as perfect as Channing, Santana?
Sometimes.
Well, I'm not stupid either, Santana. Whether I want you or not is immaterial. Time for that is past, if there ever was time. But you can be free of Channing, Santana. That's what I'm offering you. I'm not going to force you to watch the tape. But the door to the real world is open if you want it.
Would you please go?
Shall I take the tape?
No.
Well, then I'm staying. I don't think you should watch it alone.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I just know that I don't want you here.
All right. If you need me,
I won't need you.
I think I should take the tape. I don't want you watching it in this frame of mind.
You haven't changed. You just keep twisting the knife until it hurts. You can come back for the tape. I am sure that I am not your last stop.
Case than you do.
Yes, but Inspector Castillo must.
Well, that's his job, and I have my job, which is to reopen the Orient Express, as I said before, should hopefully be at the beginning of next week.
Will the Orient Express be a paying proposition, or are you really a little rich girl playing with Daddy's money?
Excuse me, what's your name?
Griswold. Clark Griswold.
Mr. Griswold, rich people never play with money. That's why they're rich. Anyway, I don't know if I mentioned it to you before, but it's starting the beginning of June. We are going to have top major performing artists for our dinner guests.
Yes, but are you and Mr. Castillo still planning to get married in the Orient Express? Or do you feel that after last night it's been jinxed?
Well, no, I haven't planned to change anything. Actually, I don't think it would be quite fair to the groom at this late a date.
Okay.
It's empty. Nothing but a lot of dust and a couple of chairs.
No, this can't be, you guys. When I saw it last, it was fully furnished with paintings and...
Not nearly what it could be, is it? Hi. Cletus Manley. Would you folks like to see the house now, if you're finished looking around out here?
Sure, yeah.
You're not the Hamiltons, are you? There's too many of you.
No, I'm Cruz Castillo. I'm with the Santa Bárbara police. We're investigating, Do you live here?
Live here? No, I'm just a lowly real estate agent. I thought I lured a young couple up here to show them this house, but they probably decided it was too expensive, like everyone else.
What about the people that live here now?
What people? I mean, no one's lived in this house for over 10 years. Look, as long as you're all here, why not take a look at the house anyway? I mean, it's a very handsome underneath all that dust in there.
Yeah, we'd love to take a look.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cruz, this is the place. I saw them here.
And it saw the, not the Hamiltons.
No. Actually, we're looking for someone that we thought was living here.
They were here. In this house not 2 weeks ago I saw them.
In this house? Well, perhaps some other real estate agent was showing someone around.
No. People were living here. I was in here. I saw the people.
Well, then they moved in and out on my day off and replaced the cobwebs before they left.
Yeah, obviously it was someplace else. Kel, must have been.
But it wasn't Cruz.
I only wish I dare be there to see the expression on your face. Here's the first shot. Innocent enough, isn't it? Two friends together in the park. Aren't you ashamed to think what you expected? Look closely at the other boy. May I call your attention to that stray arm along the back of the bench, his, hovering around Channing almost protectively? Here's the second shot. How do you like my sound effect? I picked a beat because it reminded me of sonar underwater, or the sound bats make, I guess. The sound of something trying to find its way in the dark. It's not dark here, is it? It's hard to tell just where this beach is. Oh, that boy Channing's putting suntan oil on? Yep, it's the same face. You can't really see him here. Hard to know where this one was taken. L.A., San Francisco? Do you recognize Channing's friend yet? You just met him yesterday, or maybe the day before. Depends on when you're watching. It's Lindsay Smith, the attorney. They dance well together, don't they? In fact, do you ever remember seeing Channing look so happy, so relaxed? If you didn't know him, he might seem almost likable. He even looks capable of affection, which is not what we Capwells would call it in this scene, would we? I found this treasure trove of memorabilia in a room off the tunnel where Channing and Lindsay used to meet. I saved the best for last. I'm sorry it's so blurred. Channing must have set the camera timer and taken this one himself. I wonder why he wanted it, don't you? It's only a kiss. Did he think it would bring him some kind of comfort long after the moment and Lindsay were gone? Well, that's it. We all have to find our way through the dark, Dan.
What do you think? I made this up? This is the house.
I just think maybe you made a mistake.
Yeah, I could have, but I didn't, Cruz. People were living here. Obviously, they left.
Look at this.
Yeah. I see this.
Dear.
No, I see this. Dust can be faked.
Yeah.
No, it's authentic, I assure you.
You know, if you want to sell this place, you ought to try cleaning it up.
Nick, you're a photographer. You know about these things. Can't they create dust and cobwebs and things like this?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, trained spiders.
If I had the slightest doubt in my mind, I would say so. But I know what I know.
But that isn't possible. You see, I'm here almost twice a week.
Cruz, will you at least search the place?
I can't do that without a warrant, Kelly.
Kelly, it may be a dead end, but we don't know that this place or these people had anything to do with last night.
Mr.
Manley.
Manley, excuse me. Could we have a moment alone, please?
Oh, of course. I'll be in the back.
Great, thanks. Look, Kelly, whether this is the house or not, it's really not important, since obviously there's nothing here now. We should think about this package. You say you found it in your suitcase, and you have no idea how it got there.
No.
Before that, was the suitcase missing any time when it shouldn't have been?
No.
Did you find it late at baggage? Did somebody else handle it? Anything strange at all?
Wait a minute. It was at the airport here. It was her, Cruz.
Who?
It was the woman I saw in the park. The one that died last night. She had the same kind of bag I did. It's her, and she came up and stopped me and took the bag out of my hand. Why didn't I remember this?
Okay, let's get you back home. You can tell us the details on the way. Mr. Manley?
Yeah, this is number 14. I believe we made a successful sale. Yes. Oh, they're very pleased with the merchandise. Uh-huh. No. No, I don't think they'll be back.
Well, it must be a real pain climbing in and out of elevator shafts all morning, but you guys sure are making our jobs easier.
I don't blame you for hating me. Sometimes I don't know what I mean to do. I know what you said about me wanting to take Channing's place. There was some truth in that, even though I know it was impossible. I sometimes think that impossible things are the only ones I really put my mind to. I guess I'm as afraid of getting what I want as I am not getting what I want. What are you doing, Santana? Santana, get away from me!
You put it back, my son! I'm not kidding.
Santana, I know you couldn't have expected what was on the tape.
lied. You put it back.
Santana, why does the tape matter?
It doesn't matter because nobody is ever going to see it.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't think that you would take it this way.
You didn't think? You didn't think I'd care? Did you think you'd just come in here and tell me that everything I am, everything that I lost, my son, that I gave away because his father thought it would be better for both of us. The last 9 years of my life were for nothing? A man that I loved, that didn't love me, that could not love me, that used me for whatever reason, for whatever he wanted. You thought you could just walk in here and you could just show me all of that and I wasn't going to care?
I just thought you should know.
No, what? It was all lies!
You saw the pictures.
That's the kind of thing you would do, Mason. You would do something like that. You should be dead. What is that?
Read it.
I know you love me. It's not to... Is it to me? Your lover always, Lindsay.
It's to Channing.
Anybody can write letters. I want it back. I want the negatives and I want the pictures. I want everything back, Mason. You give it back to me.
Destroying the evidence won't destroy the truth, Santana.
The truth is what you want to destroy. You can't stop killing me.
I didn't kill him.
You put that tape back in the fire. Me.
Honey, they've been gone for over an hour. What's that?
Oh,
Your wedding dress?
yeah, the wedding dress.
Won't it get wrinkled that way?
Yeah.
Oh, your florist called and Rosa took the message.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot to call them.
I hope you don't run your business the way you're running your wedding.
No, Daddy, you can look at my books.
Well, I just thought you'd be a little more excited. You know, it's only a week away. Jump up and down or something.
I will, Dad. I'll lose control afterwards, okay?
Well, if you feel that way about it, maybe you should postpone it.
No, Daddy, I love Cruz, and once I decided to do this, I want to do it. Just I have this feeling that something terrible is going to happen.
Well, what happened last night seriously affected all of us. You and Kelly most.
I know, Daddy.
Hello, am I here?
Oh, you're finally back. I was beginning to get worried.
You were worried before we left, remember, Daddy?
Well, what'd you find out?
Not enough.
Kelly? Yeah?
Do you want else?
Well, yes and no. It's not going to get us anywhere.
Okay, look, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
And I know it sounds stupid, but you would just bear with me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know who the realtor was? Well, I guess it doesn't make any difference. As long as we have the address, we can check it out.
Cruz already radioed that back to the station so it could be traced.
Cruz?
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to take before we can identify this woman?
Well, I don't know. We have about a dozen names on the list, and I don't think any one of them is probably the real one.
Well, why don't we check the passenger list of the flight I took back from Bermuda?
Well, that's a good idea, huh?
Kelly, you just heard me do that in the car. I asked my office to do that.
That's right. Yeah.
Cruz, what's next?
Well, I guess we wait till my office turns something up.
Or we can wait for them to show up again. All right. Thanks.
She remembered the address. What's to keep her from remembering me, too?
Yeah, well, for once, you're right. It has to be taken care of. Look, if someone is to upstage your public return from Europe or somehow connect you with Brandy...
Well, you know what has to be done. So make the call.
Yes, this is Parker Simonson. Yes, I have another order to place. Yeah, the first one didn't work out. Maybe you heard. Yes, same as last time. Same recipient, yes. Kelly Perkins. No, you must be new. No, this is a separate order from the one to locate Amy Perkins. This one's Kelly Capwell Perkins.
Coming.
Hello. Hi.
Coming, hello.
Were you asleep?
I dozed off for a bit. It was a long night.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry to bother you. I would have called first, but I thought maybe you'd say no. Bertilda, things have been very strained between us, and I don't like it. I've felt more comfortable with you than I've ever had with anyone in my life. And, well, I thought maybe we could start to mend this. If you're not too busy and you're not too tired, maybe we could have lunch or we could go for a drive or something.
For a drive, yes. That would be delightful,
Oh,
yes.
good.
I'll accept. But I would like to change. Come in.
Thank you.
I will be just a moment,
All right.
then. Sophia, can you tell me which jacket was the one that you liked so much on me?
Yeah, the tweed. I think you look very handsome
Good.
in the tweed.
Good, I'll wear that. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Jette-le dans le feu, Mason. I will cut your heart out. Throw it in there. He wasn't. There's something to just know. Jenny said he loved me. Oh, Jenny.
Well, you're safe, Dad. For now.
I want that letter.
They're copies.
Then I want the copy. And I want the negatives. I want all of it.
Santana, you can't burn it all. There's always going to be something else. And there's his lover.
And there is Brandon. And there's me. And he exists without me, and I exist without anyone, and for the sake of that love.
Well, it never was a good bargain, Santana. Even before today.
I almost don't care if it's true, as long as nobody believes it.
I wonder what this is going to look like.
Here you are. There are too many rooms in this house.
Get out!
Why? What are you talking about?
Oh! The damage is already done.
What damage?
You've seen my dress.
You're not going to wear it backwards, are you? What? I didn't say I like it. I'm sorry, baby. Let me see it. It looks beautiful.
No, don't you touch it. Don't you dare get near it.
My hands are clean.
What's the use?
They're a lot cleaner than the floor is, at least. What's the matter with you?
Didn't you know that you're not supposed to see the bridal ground before the wedding?
I thought that only applied if the bride was inside.
I'm talking about if we want to be safe.
We are safe. When did you get so superstitious all of a sudden?
About 5 this morning.
Baby, what you need is some sleep.
What I don't need is any more bad luck before this wedding. You know how I feel about premonitions.
You don't have premonitions. You worry. There's a difference. You worry about things that never happen, and you don't worry about things that are bound to any minute.
Like what?
Like getting attacked on your sister's bed, for one thing.
No! Don't you dare wrinkle my dress.
You're the one who threw it. I got an idea.
What?
Why don't you put it on?
No, absolutely not. Don't look either.
Well, why don't you take these clothes off and pretend you're gonna put it on? I'll help you.
Cruz, I'm scared, and it's not like scared of my own shadow scared either. It really isn't.
Baby, look. Did luck have anything to do with us getting together?
No.
Well, luck, good or bad, is not gonna keep us from getting married either. It's not up to anybody else. It's not up to fate. It's up to us. Even if we get hit by a truck tomorrow, you'll still have said yes, and I'll have said yes. And that's the important part, is the yes. That and the dress, and the bed, and the fact that I adore you, baby.
So, are we ready to go?
Oh, yeah, sure, yes. Marcello, do you still have those latest reports on the merger proposal between us and Capitol Industries?
Yes, I think so. But you didn't want to look at them.
No, I know. Well, I think that maybe I should. I have an idea. Why don't you bring them with us, and maybe you can explain them to me. It'll save you some reading.
All right, fine. Yes, I'll see if I can find them.
Thank you. This is written in Dutch or German. There's a date. May 20th. May 20th, 1944. 20th of May. It's the same day as Ethan's wedding.